To be able to bounce back with that kind of resolve, that's a good football team. SMU is a really, really good football team. Things look a little bleak there in the first half, and the resolve, the grit, the resiliency of our kids, man, I couldn't be more proud of them. They continue to battle. I love these guys, but we have our senior, on Friday nights we have our senior meeting where they get up and just express some of the feelings that they have in their heart, and we do that every year, and it was by far the best senior meeting we've ever had. The 82 record is a byproduct of our leadership of the seniors, and I couldn't be more proud of them. They're really good football players, but they're good people and good kids, and they're what this school is all about. And I just wish, I don't know why these games have to always come like this, but anyways, just happy for our kids. I love them and happy for our seniors.
Questions for Coach?
Yeah, it's Bill Wagner with the Baltimore Sun Media Group. What else can we say about Malcolm? I mean, biggest play of the game, he breaks loose for a 70-yard touchdown that is the winner, and he's been doing this all season.
Wow, he carried the ball 38 times. Just amazing. Just in the second half, our defense, played really well against a really good offense, and kind of put everything on Malcolm's shoulders. And he actually told me at one time, Coach, you got to give me a break, man. Give somebody else the ball. And so, hey, suck it up. We need you. And I didn't realize he carried the ball 38 times. He gets so involved in the game, and sometimes you have stuff and you look at the charts and what's happening. But I heard somebody say, when you get into these kind of games, think players, not plays. And all I could see was number 10 in my head. Just find a way to, he's going to carry us. And, our last 3 wins are really close wins here. They've all been like this. We put our whole team on Malcolm's back, and he's carried us. But he'll have some rest tomorrow, so that's good.
Kenny, Patrick Stevens with The Athletic. The last 4th and 2 there, were you hoping just to draw them? Was it exclusively to draw them offsides, yes, or were you planning on going?
No. There was no way we were going to go. Probably a little crazy on some of the 4th downs that I go for, but no, we were going to punt the ball. We were just going to try, see if we can get them. And we just told our linemen, hey, if there's anybody that flinches, just flash. Because if they do, and if it's illegal procedure on us, we'll just punt the ball anyway. But we're going to take a shot. And, Malcolm did a great job of, kind of double calling it. Had a little Peyton Manning in him. He was changing the calls and, up at the line of scrimmage and barking out stuff. And, again, as all of the great runs that he did, that was probably the best thing he did all night. That was for the win. The way he kind of changed the cadence, got the guy to jump offside, and that was obviously the play of the game.
And this senior class has been through a lot here with just Army stuff and last year and everything like that. How much do you think this means to them? And maybe you can share a little bit of what made the meeting so special, but did they make it clear to you how big of a deal this senior day was to them?
We met back in January when we came back after Christmas break, and I could just look in those guys' eyes and said, Coach, that's not going to happen again. We're going to be the class that makes, turns the ship right and gets everything right. And they were serious. And so everything that we talked about, everything that they planned, they were going to do, and they did it. They held everybody accountable. But last night, the foundation of this program is love. We always talk about the brotherhood. There are teams that are bigger and stronger than us. Different teams build their teams differently, whether, SMU is a really good team. They have a lot of transfers and really good players, and Coach Dykes has done a wonderful job. We build our program through the prep school and Plebe Summer. That's how we build our program. There's the grind of Plebe Summer for a freshman, that you come and you're the all-state high school football player, you're the king at your prom, and you're the number 1 guy. Then you come over here and somebody's yelling at you 24/7, and the military side. And then they come on the football side, and we're yelling at them too. It's not like they get any breaks anywhere. And our guys at naps. But our foundation, Ava, has been our love of our kids. Football is really a team sport. And we know that we have to be like this to win. if we got any slight deviation of that, if people start getting a little selfish or thinking about themselves, we can't survive. We have to be one. We have to play as one. We have to think as one. And we're a family. And this season has been a great indication of when you play like this, you can do great things.
Coach, Catherine from the Capitol. I mean, obviously the focus is on the seniors tonight, but you talk about love and brotherhood, and for underclassmen, like obviously Karen Kinley at the end to make that important block on 4th and 4, and Chance Warren earlier in the game, and then Ryan Mitchell's contributions later in the game. I mean, how important were the underclassmen tonight supporting their seniors?
Well, the seniors, everybody wanted to send the seniors out the right way. And so, that's the things that they talked about. A lot of the seniors' talks last night were words of wisdom, words of counsel to the younger guys. Don't get down. The school is hard. It's a grind, but it's meant to be that way. Just keep fighting. Don't get your head down. Don't get discouraged. And I just thought the counsel that they left for the younger guys helped them. And the younger guys want to make sure that the seniors left on a victory. And like you said, a lot of them did a lot of good things. A lot of younger guys did good things for us to get this W.
Coach, I have one question. The passing game. I know you put a lot of emphasis on that in the beginning of the year, tweaking some things, and to see it play out like it did today, and the crossing routes, and Malcolm throwing deep balls down the sideline, it was really fine-tuned. It has to make you feel real good.
Well, they were pretty aggressive in the secondary, so we had to back them up, and Malcolm did a good job. The receivers did a good job. The A-backs in the slots protected well. Guys came up with some big catches. Like I said, Ryan came with some big catches. 2K did, CJ did. Chance, made a heck of a play. Our guys, a lot of guys make plays. I'm just rambling off the top of my head, things that I can remember. But it was a good week. A lot of guys made plays, but, we got to be able to do that. And so be able to open it up that way to, with our rushing attack, to be able to throw the ball was really happy for that.
Well, you may have answered my question then, because the halftime adjustments, they did a very good job defensively, especially in the second quarter. Was there any other adjustments you made offensively, Coach, or was it to throw the ball?
No, we just talked about, we just had to settle down. I think in the first half there's a lot of emotion in the senior game, and I just thought we had to settle down. We had some seniors that want to win so bad. They love the school and they love their brothers. And a lot of guys, the guys that I talk, just settle down, just do your job. And I think once we settled down, Wags, we're okay. It wasn't like we came up with these special plays in the second half. We just settled down and executed and played on both sides of the ball.
Coach, Todd Karpovich, Associated Press. Can you just talk about sort of the resiliency of this team in the game? You go up 28-21. It looks like it's a game. It's a game winner. And they come back and tie it. You guys don't hang your heads at all. You come back and take the lead again. Can you just talk about the mindset of your guys being able to respond like that?
I really believe it's a byproduct of this school, a byproduct of playing Division I football at the Naval Academy. And I say this a lot, but this is the truth, and this is how my 22 years of being here. This school is really hard. Classes are really hard. A lot of Division I schools, they don't go to class. I don't care if you print that, that's just the truth. A lot of people don't go to school. It's all about football. Our guys go to class, and you have to go to class. And then you have the military side on that's part of the school that you have to comply with. And we're not cutting them any slack in football. You can't. And so you're a kid in the middle, and you're getting it from all angles. It just refines you. It just toughens you up. The byproduct of all the things that you go through here at the school makes you one tough person. In my 22 years, I've seen it over and over. It's the furnace of affliction that happens going to school here, playing Division I football. But I wouldn't want it any other way. It's supposed to be that way. Yeah. And I don't have a problem with that. And once our kids embrace that, because it's hard out there too. So that resolve, that resiliency is a byproduct of being a Navy football player at the United States Naval Academy.
Mike James of the Mid Report. You have a top 25 team coming into your building playing a game with huge conference implications in November. How much does it mean to your program to get the opportunities to play these games, let alone win them?
James, Mike, great question. We had talked about this. This was a championship game. And so for us to be playing a championship elimination game in late November speaks volumes to where we want to be as a football program. We want to be playing meaningful games at the end of the season It's just the way it is, and I just couldn't be more proud of our kids. But they earned the right to be here, and that's what we told them. You earned the right in late November to be playing, to stay in the mix for the conference championship, and it was all them. It was all the players. They earned to be in the spot. But it's a great question, Mike.
But on that note, you go to Houston, and if you win, and if Cincinnati happens to beat Memphis, you're in the championship game. Can you just talk about you couldn't ask to be in a better spot going into the last week of the AAC season?
Yeah, our focus has to be on ourselves. Control what you can control. Whatever happens with Cincinnati and that side with Memphis, we got to take care of business. We haven't done so good down in Houston when we've gone there, so we got to figure that out quickly. I got to figure that out to get our guys the best we can. I remember one of our best team in 2015. We went down there with a really good team. Keenan was our quarterback. I felt really confident. We had guys crapping all over the place. You go from the cold to the Texas. So some of those things, it's hard to simulate that. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe go in Halsey, close the door, and get some fires going on in there or something. I don't know. But we got to try to simulate that as best we can as far as, guys not crapping and stuff.
When you guys talked, all the seniors Friday night, you carried that in here. He said maybe you had been a little too emotional in the first half, maybe didn't execute, but settled down and, come from behind victory. Very impressive.
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to glorify my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and just give him the glory. And to answer your question, I'm just really proud of our guys. Tough loss, right? And then we came back and we practiced hard. We rose to the challenge. SMU, hands down, one of the best teams we'll play this year, and a great team, and they fought hard. But we made more plays. We fought hard too, and we made adjustments during halftime. We had to go through some things defensively, make sure we were doing what we were supposed to do, linebackers as well as the entire D, and then I just knew. We've had this expect to win mentality and never doubting anything. And so I love the reference to feed the machine. So that's our job on the defenses. We'll get the ball back and the offense will score. So I'm just really proud of our guys and thankful to our younger guys for putting in all the effort to make this senior day special for all of us. Our community, those in the back, and my teammates as well. So it was really special, if that sums it up.
I had asked Coach about the magnitude of this game coming into it. When you guys chose to come to the Naval Academy, was it in the hope that you would be able to play in games like this?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. This big time football, you're in the AAC, a lot of great teams. You're playing on TV, it's prime time. You dream of moments like this for sure. So that's definitely something I expected coming here.
For any of you guys, but kind of a weird question, but when it's knotted like that in the fourth quarter and the rain really starts coming down, especially against a team that's so reliant on the passing game, are you like, oh yeah, we're going now? Just because it works so well for your game and they had a couple big drop passes there and everything, does that matter at all? Did it not cross your mind?
I think it's interesting, a lot of people of the brigade and our team kind of talk about it raining and we play well because we're a run dominant team. But there were a few drop passes that we were excited about, and they just you gotta understand that's why I love football, is because there's so many different conditions that you can play in, and you just gotta be prepared for it and ready to play in any and every environment. So whether that's a crowd or the weather, that's why it's exciting. I think that's why people love watching football in the snow and things like that, or pouring down rain and things like that. So I think it's cool.
Malcolm, going to that 4th and 2 there at the end, I know you guys line up for those a lot, so often go for them. Take me through that play and just the goal of trying to get them off sides and how you kind of went about doing that.
Right. Well, basically, line up, try to sell the QB sneak. They didn't jump. Then we gathered ourselves, kind of made it look like a play that we run a lot, sold it a lot. Offensive line did a great job and jumped to a set when they jumped off sides. And that was a huge play, and got the win. So.
Obviously, you come into the third quarter, maybe need some ignition to, get this back. Obviously, what, priorities did you have? What adjustments did you make? What routes did you focus on to get that touchdown? And, obviously other big receptions too.
Yeah, so at halftime, we're down 11 points, and we gotta be able to make big plays. And the coach said during halftime, he's like, "Don't be scared to make play," and a big play at that. And Malcolm came up big and got it to me. So.
And just a quick follow-up on that, obviously it's the senior day, this is really important for the seniors, and seniors talk about, the support that the underclassmen gave them tonight. How important was it for you to obviously give that support and make this meaningful for them?
Yeah, senior night is really all about these guys. It's all about the seniors. The guys in the receiver room, like OJ and Lex Sharmas, we were really out there playing for them.
Before lunch, you just talked about what it means to win on senior day, especially when it's such a big game over a great opponent and has such implications in the West Division of the American Athletic Conference.
Yeah, it feels really good. It feels really good to be here with a win, and it wasn't just the effort of the seniors, and by no means, it takes everyone to win this game, and we really appreciate and love these guys all throughout, and it takes everyone to win this game. And, it's not just the leadership of the seniors, right? There's leaders all throughout this team that have big influences on us as seniors and influences on the guys. And ultimately, it gets us the result we're sitting here today. And, it's special. It is special. The last time playing at home, it's neat now being here, kind of reflecting on it. Kind of coming in, you want to just think it's another game, right? We got a big-time team we want to take down, and, it's special. And we're definitely going to go celebrate that and get ready to beat Houston this next week.
Hey, Malcolm, Coach, I guess maybe he was joking, maybe he wasn't. You said you had approached someone on the sideline and said, give someone else the ball. Can you just talk about you kind of digging down deep today, with the carries and the big run, just kind of what kind of went your process as far as kind of, coming up big and you
Right. I was getting the ball a lot. I never complained about that. Just seeing what the defense was doing, I just thought it would be a good idea, spread it out a little bit. But when it came down to it, the coach called my number. I enjoy that and try to make the most of it. And luckily, we did enough to get out with the win. So.
Can you take us through the 70-yard touchdown run that ended up being the game winner? What you saw there was an option keeper, and I believe you cut it back. And once you got in the open, you were gone.
Right. We had run the play a couple times before. Kind of got a feel for how they were playing it. Expected them to do what they did, and made some great blocks, and I was able to get an open field and make a touchdown.
On that last possession, you ran out of bounds there on that one play, where you just kind of kicking yourself right after that, given the situation at that point. Right.
That was probably not the smartest thing I've done in Navy uniform. Yeah. I tried to stay in bounds as much as I could. Unfortunately, I got out of bounds, and it came down to the wire, and happy with the outcome. So.
Ward, I do this to you all the time, but when you have a guy like Malcolm, he can break one at any time. I mean, you're one play from a touchdown with a guy like that. Can you talk about that? Because that's what happened when you needed most. Boom, 70 yards gone.
Of course, yeah. But it's not the first time we've been here, and this question has come up. Malcolm's a special dude, and obviously you see his athleticism, but he was being humble over here in regards to the offsides, making him jump offsides. That was Malcolm that made a call at the line, kind of calling out this guy, and ultimately made him think we're running to him, and he jumped offsides. Right, so he's not just the athlete; he's the brains behind it all. This whole operation, and it's contagious when we walk in the huddle and we see how confident he is and how he carries himself, and makes us want to be that much better for him, and makes us look good. And we're blessed to have a guy like that, and guys like Ryan making big plays that put us in a position to be successful. So,